Hello, and welcome back to Half-Life 2. So, this is actually take 2. Because I spent 10 minutes walking around looking for the horse, and it's right there. And, well, eventually I got to it. I got to the Citadel. Whoop! And, well, I played through much of it, and I saved and ended the episode. Because I was right at that like 50-minute mark. We didn't get some of this. And as it turns out, I had like 5 minutes left of the game when I ended the episode. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it again. And this will be the final episode.
Dr. Freeman. I'll come with you.
Now let's get to the horse. Turns out the way to the horse, it's just over here. And I honestly spent like 10 minutes looking for it. Tried to whistle like they do in the old cowboy movies. Like, come here, horse. Well, I did actually understand that it was a statue and not an actual horse. Are you gonna come out, guy? Where'd you go? It's behind there. Okay, let's take a little bit of fall damage. And here's Dog. What's up, Dog?
Hey, help me out here. Dog came crashing through the plaza, knocking over walls, and I think he's looking for Alex. He seems to have it set in his head that she's in the Citadel. I figured Alex wouldn't want him getting any deeper in trouble, but hell, you try stopping him.
I could look for more supplies, but I really don't need to.
Not there, you can't get through that way. Well, I'll be damned. I think he wants you to go through, Gordon. You'd better hurry. And if you see Dr. Breen, tell him I said.
I will make sure to tell Dr. Breen that. Our benefactors. Just gonna call it the Citadel part. Little head crab. Alright, so yeah, the Citadel. Basically Saruman's tower. Great combine architecture, isn't it pretty? Let's see, where are we going? Here we are. Try to not fall off. I don't know exactly what's happening here, but it looks kind of dangerous. And honest to God, I caught this when I played through it earlier. See, this track here leads to that thing, which is not safe. So I'm not taking that coffin, thank you. I want to take the one that comes here on the other track. Where will it lead me? Oh, deeper into the Citadel. This is somewhat like the like a tram ride in Half-Life 1. But a little bit more sinister. Being basically inside Orthanc. Those spooky people there are... if you are familiar with Warhammer 40,000, you probably know what a servitor is. And that's basically what they are. Like humans who do not want to comply with the Combine overlords. They get turned into that. And they get to like live in their little pods, eat bugs, and do menial tasks. They own nothing and they are happy, according to our mutual benefactors. Where they make the gunships, make or maintain. Here you can't really move.
Unregistered weapons detected. Confiscation field engaged. Warning. Counter-resonance singularity device detected. Confiscation field.
So it took all my guns, but it did something to my gravity gun. Yeah, it can grab and disintegrate people which is pretty nice.
So, this is Dr. Freeman. At last. I wish I could say this was a pleasant surprise, but it's neither a surprise nor, as you will surely agree, very pleasant. Well, I am nothing if not pragmatic.
So yeah, supercharged gravity gun. You gotta love it. Their guns disintegrate, so you can't pick them up. But you don't really need to. Don't have like amazing range, but it's enough.
Well, Dr. Freeman, under other circumstances, I like to think we might have been able to work together in an atmosphere of mutual trust and respect. Certainly, judging from your brief tenure at Black Mesa while I was its administrator, you showed every promise of becoming a valuable and productive contributor to the scientific process. And yet, I'm not sure what spurred you to it. But there is really no place in this enterprise for a rogue physicist.
Well, F you, Neil Breen. Yeah, also you can grab these light balls that power the generator things. And these both heal and charge your suit, and your suit goes up to 200%, which is very nice. More of you? And more of you. Are you sure you want to try this? And more of them. Sometimes it tries to grab like things that are further away. You're not really aiming for. Like it tried to grab those balls. instead of just grabbing the soldiers directly. Grabbing the balls. Yeah, grab him by the balls,
Your
alright?
mentors are partly to blame, of course. My disappointment in Eli Vance and Isaac Kleiner is far greater than my sorrow over your unfortunate choice of career path. In a way, I suppose you could not have done otherwise. Who knows what seeds of iconoclasm they planted when you were young and gullible. But while they certainly share a great part of the responsibility for the recent troubles, it is you alone who have chosen to act with such willful disregard for humanity's future.
Well, what kind of future are you talking about, guy? Try to shoot that guy way up there. And the thing is coming down, which is what I was waiting for. Let me get some healing first. And now let's go up. Almost dead. Not doing too great.
Tell me, Dr. Freeman, if you can. You have destroyed so much. What is it exactly that you have created? Can you name even one thing? I thought not.
I built a stack of boxes to get up. Did you do that? No. get some more healing. Let's proceed. I think this is the way.
I have laid the foundation for humanity's survival. And not as we have narrowly defined ourselves, but as something greater than we could ever imagine. Something we can now only begin to glimpse.
Yeah. Get a little bit closer. Okay, that's a tripod. What do you call it? Strider. Wait for it to turn away. There we go. We get a little bit closer. And now we just start spamming these at the strider. It's hard to hit at that angle, but they do like bounce back and forth. There we go. Killed it.
Look, Gordon. Look at what you are throwing away. Is it worth it?
Yeah. Let's see. Where to now? Where to now? Oh, look at him. Having the time of his life in this little pod. wants nothing and he is happy. That's the future for humanity that Neil Breen's friends have planned. Neil Breen. Wait. Wallace Breen. That's his name. Neil Breen is the other guy. He's not in the game. What are these? I haven't seen them before. A nice view over City 17. This was about as far as I got before I saved.
I'll take him from here. Don't struggle. It's no use. Until you're where he wants you, there's nothing you can do. I'm sorry, Gordon.
Carbon star, ancient satellites colonized by sentient Fuji, gas giants, inhabited by vast meteorological intelligences, worlds stretched thin across the membranes where the dimensions intersect. Impossible to describe with our limited vocabulary.
What I've seen is also beyond words, Breen. Genocide, indescribable evil. Good God.
Well, if it isn't Gordon Freeman at last. What's this? I'll put it over there. You have my gratitude, Doctor. First you lead me straight to the doorstep of my oldest friend, and then you deliver yourself? If I'd known you were going to come straight up to my office, I wouldn't have bothered hunting you in the first place. Having both of you in my keeping ensures I can dictate the terms of any bargain I care to make with the Combine.
Dr. Breen.
Huh.
Wallace.
Yes, Judith, what is it?
The bargain we should be making is for Eli's life so he can continue his research.
Thanks to you, we have everything we need in that regard. You're more than qualified to finish his research yourself. What neither you nor I can do is convince that rabble in the streets to give up their senseless struggle. Yet Eli refuses to speak the words that would save them all.
Save them? For what?
Eli, if you won't do the right thing for the good of all people, maybe you'll do it for one of them.
Alex, honey.
Dad. Gordon?
God damn you, Breen, you let her go.
That's all up to you, my old friend. Will you let your stubborn short-sightedness doom the entire species, or will you give your child the chance her mother never had?
How dare you even mention her?
Alex, my dear, you have your mother's eyes, but your father's stubborn nature.
You haven't seen a bit of it yet.
Really? Well, let's see how well it serves you on the far side of a Combine portal.
Go ahead, Breen. If that's the worst you can do, send us both through your portal.
Oh, it's hardly the worst. But you might find that hard to believe once you get there.
It isn't necessary.
I agree. It's a total waste. Fortunately, the Resistance has shown it is willing to accept a new leader. And this one has proven to be a fine pawn for those who control him.
No!
Don't listen to him, Gordon.
How about it, Dr. Freeman? Did you realize your contract was open to the highest bidder?
Gordon would never make any kind of deal with you.
I understand if you don't wish to discuss this in front of your friends. I'll send them on their way, and then we can talk openly.
Don't struggle, honey.
Dad, I'm so sorry.
Alex, sweetheart.
Judith, what do you think you're doing?
We're doing what I could never do alone. We're stopping you.
Yes.
Guards, get in here! They know you betrayed them. They'll turn on you. Judith, Dr. Mossman, please!
I'm sorry, Wallace. You're all out of time. Don't...
Hurry! Dad, hang on.
You fool!
Watch out, he's gonna...
No!
Dad!
Oh, no. Don't worry about me, honey.
There's no time, Alex. He's on his way to the portal. You'll need this.
Alright.
Dr. Mossman, Judith, look after my father.
Don't you worry.
Dad, I'm not saying goodbye.
Never.
Come on, Gordon. Let's go.
My girl.
Sure thing.
Gordon, we haven't known each other very long, but I know you didn't have to do this. I had to rescue my father, but you... Well, thanks for coming after me. Hey, listen.
I can still deliver.
That's him.
But not without your help. The portal destination is untenable. Surely you can set the relay elsewhere. There's no way I can survive in that environment. A host body? You must be joking. I can't
There
possibly...
he is.
Oh, all right. Damn it. If that's what it takes. Just hurry. He's right behind me. Oh, shit.
Damn it,
yes.
not again! The gravity gun. He doesn't have a clue, does he? I wonder where he's going.
Wait a minute. But didn't he, like, watch me through the security system?
Oh my god. This is the Citadel's dark fusion reactor. It powers their tunneling entanglement device. We'll never have a chance like this again. We've got to stop Dr. Breen.
But
I can't shut it down. Looks like he's turned over control to the other side. You'll have to go into the core and do what you can. Get in the elevator and I'll let you in. Don't forget to charge yours.
it's fully charged.
Do your worst, Gordon. But be careful.
But okay, but if Breen doesn't have a clue about my gravity gun being supercharged, shouldn't he have, though? Because didn't he watch me through the security system? But how does Alex know?
It's Dr. Breen. There he is.
Dr. Freeman, you really shouldn't be out there. At the moment of synapse, as I teleport, this chamber will be bathed in deadly particles that have yet to be named by human science. Perhaps when I have the leisure to do the work myself, I'll name one of them after you. That way you won't be completely forgotten. When the singularity collapses, I will be far away from here, in another universe, as a matter of fact. You, on the other hand, will be destroyed in every way it is possible to be destroyed, and even in some which are essentially impossible.
What the hell? Oh no, Combine soldiers. Where did they come
Take that.
I don't know what you can possibly hope to achieve apart from your own annihilation.
Don't
So I gotta jump on the thing. You tried.
Great. Oh no, Breen started his ascent. Hurry, Gordon, before he escapes.
Interloper reporting. 3 minutes to singularity.
Keep going.
I could have told you that was pointless, Dr. Freeman.
Go, Gordon.
Oh, let's see.
Are you still with us, Dr. Freeman? Not for much longer, I think. If only you had harnessed your boundless energy for a useful purpose.
Oh my god. The portal is opening.
If I remember this.
I hope you said your farewells. Go back, Freeman. You have no idea what you're doing. Unleash. You could bring down this whole Citadel. Think, man. Think of the people below.
Yes.
No! You need me.
You did it! Come on, Gordon. We've got to get out of here. Maybe we still have...
Time, Dr. Freeman? Is it really that time again? It seems as if you only just arrived. You've done a great deal in a small time span. You've done so well, in fact, that I've received some interesting offers for your services. Ordinarily, I wouldn't contemplate them, but these are extraordinary times. Rather than offer you the illusion of free choice, I will take the liberty of choosing for you, if and when your time comes round again. I do apologize for what must seem to you an arbitrary imposition, Dr. Freeman. I trust it will all make sense to you in the course of... well, I'm really not at liberty to say. In the meantime, this is where I get off.
Alright. That was Half-Life 2. Yeah. And on hard mode as well. The thing with difficulty settings in this game is that it makes your weapons less lethal and the enemy weapons more lethal. But when you come to the Citadel section, your superpowered gravity gun, it one-shots people anyway. So if you're, because I played it on hard, that makes the Citadel section seem easier than the rest of the game, if that makes sense. And also it's supposed to be like a showpiece, kind of flashy thing. After the grueling slog through the city with the rune clearing and stuff with the resistance fighters, it's a nice change of pace. It's a bit like that final part of Interloper in Black Mesa, where you have the infinite ammo glue-on gun, and it just like lay waste to everything. It's cool. So yeah, that was Half-Life 2. Well, it's not quite the end though, because there's still Lost Coast, which was cut from the City 17, from the Highway 17 section of the game. But I have it. It's available on Steam. It's like a short one episode kind of thing. And there's also episode 1 and episode 2, which are well, they are shorter than the base game, but they are still like, they are more or less fully fleshed out games, so we're gonna see them too. Yeah, what can I say about Half-Life 2? I still think Black Mesa is better, but it's still good. And yeah, it's aged well. And the whole thing, well, Black Mesa uses...
Lamar! Blast that little... Where did she get to?
Black Mesa uses a modified Half-Life 2 source engine. But the whole thing with this game was that it was such an amazing new engine, game engine, the source engine, with the physics thing, and so that's why you have a lot of puzzles related to like balancing weights and stuff like that. Yeah, if you haven't played it, give it a go. It's probably not that expensive now that it's, what, 18 years old? It came out in 2004. It's an 18-year-old game. That's weird to think about. Goodbye, and take care.